I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the farm.
Well, there I am. It says that I am live. It says I am live. So I'm. Can you guys hear me okay? That's what I'm kind of wondering, is if I'm getting out. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you all hear me? That's what I'm wondering. If I'm getting out, if you guys can hear me. Here we go. There you are. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? That's what I'm wondering, if you guys can hear me. I am here. Hello. Hear you fine. Perfect. Loud and clear. That's nice to hear. All right. So as you guys know, I'm trying out new software, and I'll explain all that to you here in a minute. And I'm seeing that there's a lag going on right now because I've got another TV on over here next to me, and there's like this lag in here. So, but anyways, it is Wednesday, October the 16th, 2024. This is Gold Fever Radio. I'm Jack Tucker. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. What's happening is, so, you know, I've been using this software called StreamYard. And, you know, they charge like $50 a month, and I've been doing that for the last year almost. Well, the last bill just the other day or whatever, it came in last week, they raised it up to like $90. Well, that's ridiculous. So I'm dumping that software, and now I'm trying this software. So this is a learning curve for me. So, that says I can bring guests and stuff in there, but I've got to figure out how to do all of that type of stuff. So we're going to work on all of that there in the time to come. But hey, as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. And I got to see how I can figure out in this chat room. Let me see if there we go. Okay, who do we got? We got Lisa, hello. Paul, hello. Mark, hello. Half Bucket. Hey, it's cooling down now, man. It's not hot. So it was only it's 89 degrees it's showing right now. Let's see. Janon, hello. And Steve. Frickin' inflation. Yes, it is. Timothy, hello. I hear you. All right. It's go time. Hello. So anyways, there's only 76 days left in this year. And there's only, I got 20 days to the election? Wow, man. Today is National, what is today? I better get my notes here. I can't read through there. National Sports Day? Okay, that's what it says. It's National Bra Day. Man, I should have had my bra commercial. Wow, what was wrong with me? It's National Liqueur Day, National Department Store Day, National Dictionary Day, National Boss Day. And it's also National Hagfish Day. What the hell is a hagfish? I had to Google that. A hagfish, it says a little slimy, ugly fish. That's all it said. See, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. You share birthdays today like, let's see, Suzanne Summers, 76, born on this day in 1946. Oh, she was Chrissy on Three's Company. She died last year. I didn't even know that. She died on the eve of her birthday last year, and I did not even know that. Didn't hear nothing about that. Let's see. Events. What we got going on? We got the Superstition Mountains Rendezvous. That's at the end of this month. Some of you guys have asked if I'm going. I'm going to plan to be out there. I think I'm going to go out there and camp maybe a day before or something, do some metal detecting out in that area. I think I'm going to do that. So that's in my plans. Anyway, so that's Superstitions. That's October 26th and 27th, I do believe. Then metal detecting hunt here in camp will be November the 2nd. And we're going to do things a little bit different here on that metal detecting hunt here. We'll, do things anyways, but we'll explain that, though, all on November 2nd. November 15th through the 17th is the Patreon outing. That's going to be up there in the Gold Basin area. Everybody got emails. If you guys didn't get an email and you're a Patreon, check your spam folders because those were all mailed out, I don't know, a week or so ago. And I'll do a follow-up on that there, probably beginning the next month or end of this month or something like that. But and we'll go out and look for meteorites, and we'll just have a good time out there. Let's see. Then we got a detector hunt here in camp again on the 7th of December. And then, of course, our New Year's extravaganza, our New Year's event, will be on December 28th to 1/1. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. I wonder if I could play that ad. Let's see if I can try. Let me try that there. See if you guys can hear this ad. Let me know if you guys can hear that. Gold Fever Adventures Campground will once again have their annual New Year's Eve event starting December 29th to January 1st. Participants can arrive at any time. Check-in will be on the 28th of December, and check-out will be after breakfast on January 1st. That's if you're out of bed. It's a whole lot of fun. There'll be a lot of dirt that you can run yourself. Keep all the gold that you find. If you like, you can go out to some of the nearby claims and dig on your own or do a little bit of metal detecting. And then on New Year's Eve, we have a band that comes in and plays some awesome music. You can dance or even do a little bit of karaoke if you're brave enough. You can join in on some of the favorite games that we love to play. There's plenty of camping also. Make sure you call to reserve your spot. And all paid participants will receive a free pay dirt bag. How you doing, man?
This is a lot of fun, a lot of learning, a lot of experience, but it's a lot of fun and we're getting gold.
I think it's been great.
Yeah.
You know, there's been some new members show up and being able to talk to them and learn about them, and other adventure members showing up. It's been a good outing, real good.
So call today and reserve your spot. Okay, so I guess that you guys say you can hear that. What is awful strange here is it's like you got to do this A-B roll thing, so I got to switch back and forth, and I got to turn the microphone on because now I went back to a mixing board. It's like old school, so this is kind of strange. But hey, as long as you guys can hear it, then that's all that matters there. So let's see, what else should we see? Let's see what the current prices of gold is at, should we? Because somebody said gold was rising up. So let's just go see what we're at in the gold market here. Gold, precious metal prices. Come on. Gold, everything is up right now. Gold, asking price of gold is $2675.50. Silver is $31.81. Platinum is $1,007. And of course, rhodium is $5,100. Wow. Okay, that's your precious metal prices. Let's see who snuck into this chat room while I wasn't looking. Because I saw people jump in here. I saw people jump in. Neil Young. Hello there, Neil. And who else jumped in there? I saw some people jumping in there. I read something. Bob, Mountain Man, I'm new here. I found your metal detecting vids. You do a great job. Well, thank you. Thank you. Captain Reynolds, hello. Okay. So anyways, so like I said, just trying out this new software. We're going to find out if it works. And so I figured what we're going to do tonight. I got to figure out, it says you can bring a guest in, but there's, this is totally different software than what I've been using. But I'm not going to pay that $90 for that other software. That's ridiculous. So I'm trying out this software, which is a lot less. And but there's more to it than just striking a thing. So, what should we talk about tonight? Let's talk about gold panning. Woo-hoo! You guys all want to know about gold panning, huh? Lisa wants some rhodium. Rupert Garcia, hello. So this is a gold pan. This was like one of the original old-timer gold pans. And I'll give you guys a little bit of gold panning history stuff, just in case you wanted to know some stuff. So the old-timers would use these type of pans. When I say old-timers, I mean, the 49ers back in them days. And they would use these metal gold pans, and they'd go out and they'd pan. They liked them to be a little kind of rusty and all that, because that rust kind of helps hold back the... helps hold back. Oh, I'm getting a text here. Answer the question about the channel supporters getting email. Oh, the channel supporters. Are you going to send email to the channel supporters? Half Bucket says. I need to do that. That's in a different program, but thank you for reminding me on that. I will work on doing that as well. Okay, so the old-timers use these pans to gold pan with, and at the end of the day, they could also cook their beans in these metal gold pans. Metal gold pans rust, of course, and all of that. As they started using it, the Chinese miners, if you guys never knew that, they started hammering indents into the bottom of their gold pans. And by doing that, let's see, where can I set these at here? So by doing that, they came up with these. These are called Chinese traps. Some call them riffles, whatever, catches, but they were originally Chinese traps. So nowadays we have space-age plastic pans that are a lot more durable and all that type of stuff there. So there's these type of gold pans. And there's many, many types of gold pans on the market today. Do you know there's more gold pans on the market than there are chins in a Chinese phone book? I didn't know if you guys knew that. You got gold pans galore, with some with different riffle styles, some with drop bottoms. You got hexagon pans with all different things. You got big ass riffle pan. Oh, I'm not showing you guys these pans, am I? This is my favorite. This is a Klondike pan. Let's see. I get another text says, answer the question about channel supporters getting email. Didn't I answer that question? I thought I did. That I'm trying to work on. Or, oh, no, I see. It's just the same text came through again. Yeah, okay. And you got, special type of pans. This is more like a tool. Your gold claw pans. And you got banjo pans. You got all types of pans out on the market now. You even got these ones they use over in the European countries and that. These look like a Chinese hat, don't they? I think that's what they had. What happened is the Chinese was wearing these. I gotta be careful how I talk like this here. And somebody took it off because they didn't have their gold pan. They started panning in it. But there. And then you got copper gold pans. Copper. Why would they use a copper gold pan for? The old timers, again, the old timers mean 49ers, they would use a copper gold pan, and they would put mercury in the copper gold pan. Mercury will stick to copper. I think that's the only thing mercury will stick to is copper. So mercury will stick to copper, and gold will stick to mercury. So they would put mercury in the copper gold pans and kind of coat it, and then in panning it, that mercury would grab onto that gold. And then at the end of the day, they could just scrape it out and have that amalgam, and then they got to retort it or burn it off or whatever they would do at that point in time. But those were about gold pans. Let's see who we got coming in there. Rubber ducky pots, pans, and various implementations of destructions. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. Okay, so that's that about panning. And other than that, everybody's got their favorite pan. Some people's got several different pans. But that's up to you guys what kind of pans you guys like. So I wonder how long of a delay I have. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 18 seconds, 20-second delay. Wow. Mark Marabella, hello. Born Hunting, hello. Welcome, guys. What else did I want to say? Also, I don't know if you guys can see, there was what's called a merch. I think that's how you say that. A merch store, where I put some merchandise right there. You should see that in the videos. I think that pops up where it says merchandise or something like that. A store where I put hats and t-shirts and stickers and stuff like that. And I'm thinking about just moving all of that over to the web page at www.goldfeveradventures.com. So you guys can go over there and check out merchandise and stuff for sale. He can count to 18. All right, yes I can. Hey, Janan, you got to, I was going to somehow add you to take care of that other channel or that other page there. I got to send you a link to do that, or add you to that and then send you a message or something. I got to do that. Wow, that's a lot of delay. My live streams only have 8 seconds. I got to figure, like I say, this is all new software, so I know that there's some, that's, now I don't know if that's for everybody or if that's just what I'm seeing, but I've got another TV set up here, and so I was kind of looking at that just to see if I even would air, and so it says that I would. But anyway, cheers, everybody. All right, let's see. So, okay, sounds good, cool. So you guys heard me talk about, and I've gone up there where I'm trying to use those Polaroid cameras, the old Polaroid cameras. And some of the new ones, they say they can still do that too. Chuckles 470, 18, and live. To take pictures of auroras or flares. If you guys, there's a couple books out there, like this right here. Finding Treasure Auroras. So, auroras. I can't pronounce certain words. That's one of them. Auroras, flares. So with the Polaroid camera, those SX70 cameras, they took this flare. And the flare basically shows where treasures are. And there's kind of another picture, if I can show that in there. Remember a while back we had a guest on, Pat Keene, and he talked about the gases. And sometimes you can just see them with your naked eye. And sometimes cameras will capture these, and what they are, they're actually gases that escape from the ground on the metals that are inside of the ground, the treasures. And in this particular book, they talk about that the Indians used to look up in the canyons and they'd see these gases coming up, and they used to think they were ghosts, but they were actually the gases. So this theory has been around for a very long time. And then you got books out like this one here. Here's the Successful Treasure Hunter's Secret Manual, Discovering Treasure Auroras in the Digital Age. So they're talking about, taking digital pictures with certain cameras and the filters and stuff like that to find. And they're saying that you can even find coins, gold coins, a single gold coin buried in the ground that you can find with the digital cameras. And so I go through a lot of Polaroids. I mean, tons of Polaroids. So the other day I went out, you guys, some of you guys kind of, the channel supporters, I post a video, try to post them earlier on YouTube so you guys kind of get heads up to watch them before they go public. So I just posted one. I was out there the other day, and I climbed up the hill there looking for the Spanish treasure. So what happens is, let me see if I can show you guys these pictures. So I went out there one night. I like to go out there just before the sun sets, and you take a picture. Sometimes you can take several pictures and nothing happens. But in a row, now you can see this here. Let's see. This right here. Right there. Where's that at? It's backwards to me. That right there. So see, that would be called a flare. See if I can pull that up. See how that looks on the thing there? Let's see. So that says that there could be something there worth investigating. And like Pat Keene was saying, they don't necessarily come right up where the treasure's buried at, because they could actually go underground until they find a way to escape to the surface. But so it's around that area anyway. So what that tells me is that that's a flare, and I could further investigate it. Now to show you some more pictures. Let's see if I got some more here to show you here. The same kind of area, but across the mountain there, or across the hill. I took a couple other Polaroids, and you see that flare right there coming up. Right there. It's coming up. So that was the starting of it. And then right after that, I took another picture, and I got that one. So you can see it really came up good in that picture. But that's what they call them flares, or the gases escaping. So that means there's a treasure right there worth exploring. And there's another picture of the same thing coming up. It's not as prominent, but it's the same as that picture right there. So that's what I've kind of been into, is these Polaroids, taking pictures with these Polaroids and looking for Spanish treasures. Let's see, Alaskan Assassin Adventures. Hello. Brad. Hey, Brad. I thought you was going to call and come in on this, get in on this extravaganza. Everybody got to come out and get in on this extravaganza. We're going to have a lot of fun. So those are things that I've been kind of working on. It's been kind of hot, but we're cooling down now, so it's time we're going to start getting back out to the hills and start exploring again and checking things out and all of that type of stuff. But those are things. And then, of course, I'll be up in the Superstitions. When is that going to be? That is going to be, let me look at my calendar here. So I'm going to go, probably I'll go up there next Thursday. I'm going to go up to the Superstitions next Thursday, or I'll be up there. And then I think they open the gates on Saturday, so I'll be there a couple of days before. Then I'll follow them up when they go open up the gates, and then I'll probably hang out a couple of days afterwards or something like that. So that'll be next week. So next Wednesday, there was a guest scheduled for next Wednesday. I got his info here someplace. Hopefully I can figure out how to get this guest working here. Operators are standing by. I will call her tomorrow to get signed up. All right, Brad, yes, get in on that list. Roland was signed up. He's coming in, him and his wife. And yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. Mark Nye and his wife are signed up to come in. But so people's talked about, they want to know like where the gold is, and some people are new at it. So what I'm going to do is kind of help people out. Maybe we'll do a rendezvous trip, we'll do some metal detecting. We'll go out to one of the claims maybe one day and spend some time out there, and then I'll, if you guys want any help, you guys are coming and need some help, and I'll help you guys and all that. There's a bunch of piles of dirt here in the camp. You can bring your machines out that you got and do a little bit of, panning and, whatever you got in the machines, dry washers. It's better to run dry washers if you can through them dirt, because, the theory is if you just have a little recirculator or something, you can run some material, but running it with water, it just seems to be slower. Where dry washers, you can just like shovel really quick into a dry washer, so you can go through a lot more material than you can dry washing than you do with water. Do you need a dry washer? If you have a dry washer, or if you've got a little recirculator or dry washer, or metal detector, bring whatever you got. Bring buckets, bring shovels, all of that type of stuff. Maybe you want to take a couple buckets home with you afterwards to go play in, afterwards. More than welcome to do that. If you want to hang out after the event's over with and go back out and play on the claims or something, you're more than welcome to do that too. Just because the outing's over doesn't mean you're kicked out of the camp. So you can stay here as long as you want and continue to play. I'll be the 190 and the gold buggy. Yes, get that gold buggy down here. Loving California, are flares only visible by Polaroid? Now, that's a good question, because I believe that they are. If you have other cameras like this book here, Discovering Treasures with Digital. Now, with the digital, and talking to another guy that's a lot more expert on this than I am, he was telling me, like, there's certain cameras, and so you get these cameras that you can set to take like 1,000 pictures, or many as that it'll hold. So you set it to take a picture like every 10 seconds. And you just set it up there against, like maybe you're, I don't know, several hundred yards away from, maybe 100 yards, 200 yards, 400 yards, half a mile maybe, away from the mountain. And you set it up to just take a picture every 10 seconds. And then you go back and you got to view every one of those pictures. And what you'll get, though, is, let's see if I can see, like some of these pictures here. These are digital, so it's all backwards here. I just have a hard time doing this. But you'll see the different colors will come up. So this here, say, a gold coin, a 1 ounce gold coin, gave you this image right here. Copper, that was a copper image. This was aluminum image. But these are with digital cameras. So a digital camera is more like, would be like you're looking up against a mountain and you'll see like a hump, or you'll see a glow, like a rock that's just glowing, something like that. Where the Polaroids put out more of the flares, of the, like I was showing you that picture like that. They'll put out more of the flares on the Polaroids. Now, my understanding is, and I don't know the exact theory or exactly how it works, because I'm not a camera buff or nothing like that, but your cameras now, like where they let the light in and then how they read it to the sensors and then shoot it onto the film or whatever, the old style Polaroids were opposite. And that's why they're capturing the image before the sensors or something like that. I keep feeling like I'm losing my headphones. I had to get new headphones too. Got a skid steer with snowblower this year. We got mutable blizzards last year. I'm sorry to hear about that. Let's see. Rocky Mountain, right? It's going to hit us with a few inches. Ooh, you better get out of there before it hits you. That's why I left there years ago. I don't like snow. Roland Saxon prospecting and exploring Arizona. Bring. So anyway, that's the theory. Now, the books all tell you, these books here, tell you that, this guy that wrote this book, this is actually a pretty good book. And that talks about these treasures with these auroras and stuff like that there. But this old man, he's showing you all the SX70 cameras. I've got one. I should have brought that in here. But so he's saying Polaroid camera. But what it says is you use a UV filter on it. you can't buy the cameras anymore, but you can buy them in yard sales or eBay and different places like that. And so one guy says that he placed 3 nuggets weighing 18 ounces, a 1-ounce bar, and $10 gold coins in a medium-sized coffee can, and then filled the can with dry litter. He placed it in the center of a large shopping center parking lot before sunrise. As soon as I saw first glimpse of the sun coming up in the east, I began taking pictures. I took 6 pictures, one every 7 minutes. Nothing showed up in the photos other than the parking lot and the coffee can. I wanted to use this test to see if a vertical shaft. Anyway, so they're talking about the different things of this here. There's more of a theory behind. They talk about it as far as, away from the sun, facing the sun, 45 degrees. Now, I've taken them without the filters, and I know somebody else that uses the 600, Polaroid 600. Those cameras you can still get, and you can buy the 600 film in Walmart. Now, the SX70 film, you can still buy that, but you have to buy that directly through Polaroid.com. And, they come in and out of it. They just got another supply in a couple weeks ago. But you can still get film for the SX70, but the 600 is more available, and I know people that get the flares with the 600 too. But I think a lot of it has to do with the time of the day as the ground starts to cool or the ground starts to heat up. And that's why I like to take them as soon as the sun goes down, because then that's when the ground is starting to cool, and the hot stuff that's still in the ground, you're going to see that. We go underground in the winter. One mine is walking. Okay. So anyway, so that's what I've kind of been into, is these treasure things, and I think some of the comments that I've been reading on YouTube is people wanting to know about the treasures and stuff, that some of the stuff that we've got into, where a group of us was out there digging up all those holes and the mystery holes and stuff, and more of that history. Yes, Walmart sells 600 film. If anybody that works at Walmart that could get a discount on 600 film, I'll have to talk to you guys later. But so anyway, so those are a couple books. You don't see a lot of information on YouTube about the SX70 cameras and finding treasures and stuff like that. There's just not a lot of info about it. I guess it's a secret or something like that. But now, when we were out to the Moon Lake gathering, Brad was out there. There was a guy we talked to, and he talked about, he knew exactly what we were talking about with this film. And he said something about, I don't know if he worked with the CIA or used to work with the CIA, and he helped develop some of this stuff or I didn't get it really, I've heard bits and pieces of this story, but he knew all about this, and it was definitely true and all of this type of stuff. So let's see. Have you had any experts on dowsing or map dowsing? There's been people. So when I was also out there in the Moon Lake thing, I had a picture on my phone of this area that I believe there's treasures there. And I showed them just to one person, and they told me, oh, absolutely, that there's a treasure around that area. So then I showed it to somebody else, and he was like, he's one of these that uses his finger, and he was kind of going over that, and he says, check that area right there. And then somebody told me, oh, that guy's an excellent, he can just do that type of stuff. He's got this jooby hooby wooby stuff, I don't know, but that he would do that. I guess some people do that. I've got the pendulums, and I got the dowsing rods, and there was a guy that went out there one time with us in the kind of close to the same area that did some dowsing, and he said, yeah, there's treasures that they're further up on top. If you guys saw some of those, one of the videos where all the markings were what we call the King's Chair, and they had all the markings and writings on that. And then Went down, I found that hole, but it was empty, that perfectly hollowed out hole, and there was nothing in it, so maybe somebody already found it. Some use crystals on a string. There was a guy I used to know, we used to call him the horse whisperer, and he would just pull out a whole key ring on his keys, a chain, and he would just put it over the map, and he would do stuff like that. And he was one of these that used to work out the racetracks, and he used to help the horses relax. And he says he could just do this with his keys and tell if the horse wasn't going to run good that day. I don't know. Some people, I guess, got special powers. I don't know. Josh Cooper, hello, welcome. So anyways, some people can do it, some people can't. I know one time that I had, this one guy had a topo map, the same guy that had the keys. So I showed him this map where I thought there was some treasures buried at. And he takes his keys and he goes over this map and he puts like X's. He put 3 X's separate on this map. He says, check those areas out. I says, oh, okay, I'll do that. Well, probably later that year, that's the year I went up to Alaska, so this was 2007, and there was a guy up there that was doing the dowsing. He had a pendulum, and he would dowse. And so I showed him on my phone, this same map, and so he kind of did it all the thing, and he told me, check out these areas. So I marked them on the map where he told me to check out, and when I got back, I took that other map. They were almost identical where the X's were. So went out there with a metal detector and with this other guy, this metal detector, and we found a 55-gallon drum barrel that was buried like about 3 feet down in the ground. There was nothing in it, but it was buried down in the ground. And then we found this other thing that was old bullets, military bullets, I guess, that were buried, and they were so old that the wooden box that they were buried in, when we exposed it, was just all rotten, deteriorated. We'd pick these bullets up, and they would just fall apart. The gunpowder would just fall out. The bullet would fall out of the cartridge, and gunpowder everywhere. So maybe there's something to dowsing. I don't disprove dowsing. I'm not, I'm one of them that, hey, show me, anything is possible. Jerry Prince, hello. Keep your biggest nugget in your pocket while prospecting. It'll get lonely and call its brothers and sisters. Oh, okay. What if you don't have any gold nuggets, though? Then what do? Walk with your friends? Call your friends over? Yeah. So, anyways, that's what's happening, guys. Cheers, everybody. One thing I can't see, let me see. I'm looking at my other screen here. Oops. My other screen. I can't see. No, that one's way behind. That one still says there's one person waiting. Man, that's old. That thing's old. This program here, it's a little different program. I'm looking to see kind of the things I got. CPUs, time use, my CPU usage. I'm not a computer person. Let's see, what does Roland say? Neil Young, I've heard that. Also, if someone is digging in your hole, start jumping and tell the person in your hole you just found a nice nugget where you're digging, and trade spots. Oh, yeah, you just tell them, oh, you know what, I was digging there the other day, and I moved because I wasn't finding any gold, and I moved down over that other hole over there. I did really pretty good, but I'm done over there too. So, if you want better gold, I'd go over there. And then when he goes over there, then you say, well, hell, if you're going to go over there, then I guess I'll just dig here then. Anyways, I don't know, man. I used to always paint all of my pans, the bottom of my pans, and everything. That's one of my pans, but it's not I used to paint all of my stuff. See, there you go. See, like this here. I used to paint all of my stuff hot pink. All of my tools and screwdrivers and gold pans and buckets, I used to always paint them hot pink because nobody wanted to get around that hot pink. You know, you get one of them hot pink gold pans, and there's so many people by the water, and you can't get in there. You just mosey your way on down there with that pink little gold pan, and just look over. Excuse me. They'll kind of move away, you know. So, picture and sounds are good. All right, Paul. I'm glad to hear. So at least that stuff works. But I'm missing other stuff where I can't see a lot of what's going on and what's happening. So there's things that I don't like about this program, but I will learn to use it more and more. But I'm living on the internet, so I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to stream with different programs, and that's what I'm trying to do. Anyways, that's what's happening. Let's see, Roland Jack, you should use that DJI Pocket to do your video and use your microphone. It's a game changer. I have done that. I have used that out there. The feature I really like on that mic, the Pocket DJI, is the record on off. I like that feature. What I didn't like is the fact that I'm limited, and then when I transfer, it had their logos and stuff, and then I've got to get rid of all of that I didn't like on that. So I've got the same microphone, only, well, you know, the first one, but it doesn't start and stop like the other one did. So they both have good features that I kind of like on them. Anyways, guys, so but yeah, we'll do some playing come New Year's, and we'll get out, and you know, hopefully we'll get us a little bit of color, a little bit of gold, and all that type of stuff. So things are cooling down here. I think that's all that I had to really talk about. If you want a newsletter from the club, you can go to goldfeverradio.com. Fill out that thing that you want a newsletter. You can get a newsletter. Here in the camp, you can come out, stay in the camp. As long as you're in the camp, you get a free camp membership, so you can go work the claims. As long as you're, you know, in the camp camping, we just let you go work them for free. You get a free club membership for campers. So even when you're coming out New Year, as long as you're staying in the camp, you can still go out and play. So, and some of the, you know, that one hill, we got some good gold on that one hill. So, looking forward to that, looking forward to getting out. So, let me play this other ad here, shall I? Hold on a second. I got to play this other ad, folks. I'll be right back.
ICMJ, the International California Mining Journal, was first published in 1931, 93 years old this year. Since our first issue, our goal has remained the same, and that is to provide miners with a voice, a marketplace for their goods and services, and to offer expert advice and tips from our knowledgeable writers, miners, geologists, all in the field. We still offer our 12 and 24-month print subscriptions, but keeping up with the times and with our reader requests, the digital online subscription option allows for a simple and gorgeous reading experience using your preferred technology, your phone, your tablet, or computer. Sign up for our print, online, or both print and online at www.icmj.com or call us at 831-479-1500. For our advertising services, both display advertising and classifieds, select the miners market section or call us.
Wow, you know, that's really strange. You know, the other program, it had a little red thing, so I could see right when everything was ending that I was playing. I don't see that with that, so I really got to be ready to switch transitions and turn the mic back on. Let's see, rolling only while you're there camping, right? Yeah, while you're here camping, you can go out, because it's a free. I mean, you can join the club if you want to, and then you can go anytime you want. You can still go out too, but while you're here in camp, we just let you use the claims for free, so it's kind of like a free club membership while you're here in camp. And then, yeah, if you want to join to go out while you're not in camp, then, yeah, you just join the club. So, but anyway, guys, so that's really what I have to talk about. And like I say, I appreciate all you guys hanging and helping me getting through this new software, because this is going to be it's going to be a challenge to figure out how this works over the courses of time. But like anything that's new, having to use mixing boards and it's like back into old school, just not using the computer again. So everything's going to be different again. But hey, you know what? I'll get through it. So that's all that I got, folks, for this week. Next week I'll be back again. Like I say, I got a guest schedule for next week, so I'm going to be working on how I can add a guest, and then hopefully he'll be able to join us. And because I know anyway, so hopefully he'll be able to. I can figure it out how to bring a guest in anyway. So that's the plans for next week. So we'll see what happens. So you guys all be safe out there. Stay out of trouble. I thank you all, you guys. And until our paths cross again, go like, share, subscribe. Be good, everybody. Talk to you guys all later. See y'all. Bye.
Woo! All right. Well, I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No. I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest.